nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Just a few games remaining. They're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking the handoff. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. That's caught. It's Winston. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And the Longhorns kept his drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Winston. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Longhorns! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got the first down, looking for more. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Man, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football, and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Hard running there. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Oh, better look out! Got the first down and more. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Tennessee! He got a step and just dusted the field.
It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to them. Elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fakes a quick pass on the left. Drills him with the stiff arm. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Breaks the tackle. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to the toss. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. On the move, he fires. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepting.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Winston. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here's a heat. Catch in the middle. It's Winston. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Quickly complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Slips through the line. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC would be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle box as he moved to throw it away as long as it got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Got his man on the right. Got enough space. Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back has it. And some room to work. Looking for room at the 40. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Volunteer. Once he got some room, it was over. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Fourth down and 12 is four-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown ball!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football, great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. Using his legs, it's Jackson. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field.
He's got it along the sideline. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Going to look downfield again. Lets it go to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Buys a little extra time. Going for 6. Touchdown, Texas! Fired in from the red zone for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. So here is the Tennessee offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Powers through the defender. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. And the Vols want to move quickly, trying to keep the drive alive. He's not even going to get close, knocked out of bounds well behind the 1st down marker. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hauls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Find my guys quickly. Know my matchups, get him the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
To the ground with the back. He's inside the 10.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. snap to the back. Look out, he's got room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. He has the first and still on his feet. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. The Volunteers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Here's the pressure. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Great place to start for this offense. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Buys a little time. Stands in and takes the hit. And that will be incomplete.